Okay, I'm so excited to be sitting down and just chatting with you guys. So today I'm going to be doing a video on my top favorite highlighters. So in the cosmetic industry, every company has been coming out with tons and tons of highlighters, different shades from golden to pale neutral to a ton of different shades. So I have tried lots of them because I have been struggling with dry skin. So highlighting has definitely helped me kind of enhance a luminous look, but still being dry. So I am going to share my top favorites with you guys, and I would love for you guys to leave me comments below what your favorite highlighters are, what brands you've tried, what colors work for your skin tone, and give me feedback as well. Give this video a big thumbs up if you like this type of video. I could do maybe blushes, bronzers, top favorites in all different categories. I am holding this brush right here. It is a Morphe M501. The bristles are pretty long and it tapers up to a point. This is my favorite brush to highlight. This brush is synthetic hairs, so what that means is it's not going to soak up your product. So since it's going to pick up the product and it's going to apply right to your skin without holding any of that product, which is the type of brush I look for in a highlighter because I want my highlight to be as pigmented as it can be. So I highly recommend this brush. It's again by the brand Morphe. You can buy Morphe products online. Morphe does have a store. I believe it's in California though. So I'm here in Pittsburgh. If I could fly to California to the Morphe store, I definitely would. They have really great products. Okay, so the first two highlighters I'm going to talk about are actually two eyeshadows. The first one being Bling by Geek. And yes, it's weird that I'm talking about an eyeshadow, but it is such an amazing highlight that I couldn't not talk about it. So here is a pretty big swatch of Bling. Bling is a nice neutral with a little bit of pale golden undertones, and it is extremely creamy, and it has little flecks of silver glitter, but it's not chunky. So it's really going to glisten, and a little bit goes a very long way with this color. So the way that you can apply this, if you have oily skin, I would just focus on the tops of your cheekbones. If you are more mature in age, I would again focus just on the tops of the cheekbones, and you want to try to find a highlight that doesn't have glitter and that is a very subtle highlight, and this one is very pigmented. So I wouldn't recommend this for oily skin or someone with more mature skin. And what I'm referring to more mature skin is people that, you know, maybe have a little bit more fine lines or some wrinkles, and you don't want to accentuate that, but you still want to be glowy and dewy as well. So they do have highlights that would benefit you in your category. So the next shade is Nylon by MAC, and if you guys watch my videos, you know this is my favorite brow bone highlight, but it's also a very beautiful cheekbone highlight as well. So I'm going to swatch this one for you guys. And this one is a very yellow frosty highlight. As you can see, that one is Bling, and then this one is MAC Nylon. So you can tell the difference. So a little bit of this would go a very long way, and you could just tap it in and put it at the very tops of your cheekbones. Okay. The next shade I'm going to talk about is by the brand Becca. Becca has phenomenal products. These are the Shimmering Skin Perfector Pressed. I don't know why the name is so long. But this is in the shade Opal. So this was the first shade I bought by Becca, and I fell in love. It is extremely pigmented. They do have like a very shimmery look to them, but they don't have glitter in them whatsoever. They are beautiful. They're so creamy. A little bit goes a very long way. I actually have been dampening my brush with MAC Fix Plus a little bit, and it just makes your highlight beam. So if you have dry or maybe combination skin, you could try maybe dampening your brush with MAC Fix Plus or setting your face with that, and it's really going to make your highlight glisten. So this is the shade Opal, and this shade is very neutral. It's on the cooler side, but it has some gold to it. So here's what it looks like in the pan, and then here's what it looks like on my hand. It's this one right here, and it's beautiful. I really recommend this if you have some olive in your skin, because the coolness with the golden mixture will complement you if you have olive in your skin. Okay, so the year of 2015, when this came out, I have used it nonstop, and it doesn't even look like I put a dent in it. So this is Becca Champagne Pop. This is Jaclyn Hill's collaboration with Becca, and it is beautiful. I recommend this for any skin tone. It's so pretty. It's the perfect champagne color. It has gold in it, but it's not too gold. It's just beautiful. Like, it is just beautiful. So here's the swatch of this right here. And I love mixing this with my next favorite highlight, which I will talk about in a minute. But I have Champagne Pop on my cheekbones today, and I did dampen my brush with Fix Plus to just make my face beam. And that's what I've been loving in these winter months, something to get me by, because my skin is so dry and it's so flat, so I want something to really help me. But if you don't have dry skin, you don't have to use Fix Plus, but Champagne Pop would still work for your skin. So the next product I'm going to talk about is the perfect match made in heaven for Champagne Pop, and it's the Becca Cosmetics Champagne Glow Palette. Pretty sure that's what it's called. Champagne Glow Palette, and it comes with 3 different colors. And this first color right here is Blushed Copper, and this is a blush overlay and not a highlighter. So this will go on the apples of your cheeks over top of a blush, or you could use it by itself. And then these two, you have Champagne Pop and then Pearl. I love mixing Champagne Pop and Pearl together. Sometimes I'll lay Champagne Pop down first, and then I'll take Pearl and I'll put Pearl at the very high point of my cheekbone, and that will just help give it that extra pop. And I will swatch Pearl for you. And sometimes people with fair skin, that milky white, beautiful porcelain skin, have trouble finding a highlight because it might look very muddy on you, but Pearl will be the perfect color for you because it will not look muddy because it's so light in shade. It will be the perfect luminous dewy highlight for you. So here is Pearl right here, and then there is Champagne Pop, so you can see how well they complement one another. And I will also swatch Blushed Copper for you, even though it's not a highlight, but you can see how pretty Blushed Copper is. And here is Blushed Copper. So you can see it's not too dark, but it's very beautiful. There is no glitter again in this. It is just a sheen and a shimmer. The Anastasia Glow Palette, and this palette is spectacular. She came out with 2 different ones. So this is the Glow Gleam kit, and then she came out with an All That Glows kit, and they have like different colors in it. Like, I feel like this is more of like the cool or lighter palette, and the pink one, it's a pink packaging, is more on the warm pinky shades, and it's a little bit darker for maybe a darker skin tone. I'm not positive though, I haven't swatched that one. So if you guys have that, own that one, and I need it in my life, please let me know. So here are the 4 shades right here. I have been loving, so these, I'm going to tell you the names first. So this one is Starburst, this one is Hard Candy, and then this one is Mimosa over here. And then down here is Crushed Pearl. So the way that I've been using these highlighters, I've actually been wearing them on my apples of my cheeks a little bit. So I will take the darker shades, so I'll swatch these here. I'm gonna have to swatch them. Should I swatch? Let's swatch them on this hand. Okay, so I'll take Hard Candy. And these are so subtle, yet so creamy, so blendable. I'll take Mimosa. And then Starburst. And I'm running out of fingers, guys. And Crushed Pearl. Crushed Pearl reminds me a lot of the pearl shade in the Champagne Glow palette. And Champagne, the pearl is now permanent item for Becca. It was limited edition, but now it's permanent. So that is really, really exciting. Okay, so here are the swatches. Okay, this one is Hard Candy. This one in the middle is Mimosa. And Hard Candy has like a pinky, neutral, beigey color to it. Mimosa is definitely a very golden champagne color. And then here we have Starburst. And when you look at Starburst in the pan, you think it's going to come off very pink, but it comes off very white-ish with a pink sheen to it. So it almost reminds me of a duochrome eyeshadow, if you guys are familiar, that these give you that two-tone color. And then down here is where we have Crushed Pearl. So what I do with these shades is I take the, not Crushed Pearl, but I take the other 3 and I'll mix them together, or I'll use them individually, and I will place them on the apples of my cheeks so that I just want to look dewy. That's what I strive for. So I'll put it on the apples of my cheeks, and then I'll take my extremely bright white highlight, which would be Crushed Pearl, and I'd place it on the top of my cheekbone. And that's how I like to wear a lot of my highlights, is by putting one with a color in it, or one that isn't as pigmented and as bright, and I'll put it on the tops of my cheekbones. So those are just different ways to wear highlights. You can use any brush that you have at home. I know Anastasia sells a really, really great highlight brush. I do not own that one, but that one is a goat hair, or it's goat hair and synthetic. So it's going to soak up some of your product. So I do recommend a synthetic brush. You can check out Morphe's website, even Sigma, maybe even e.l.f. at Target or Walmart, because they all have really great synthetic brushes in their kits. So that would really, really benefit you and your highlight. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please give me a big thumbs up if you like this, and let me know if you want to see more videos like this of a talk through, me sitting down with you, talking to you about different tips and tricks on products that I've been loving. And let me know what highlights you have been loving, because these are my favorite powder highlighters on the market right now, and it could change in a week, but right now these are my top favorites. Thanks so much for hanging out with me, and I will see you in my next video. Bye everyone.